Hello creatives, welcome back to my channel and the 12 Designs of Christmas series where I do 12 designs all across the month of December leading up to Christmas. This year I am doing pretty much every decade for the past 12 decades. So today is the 1970s. We just came off the 60s, the 70s is all peace signs and everyone wants to have a good time. That translates even into design and art as well. So we have the postmodern era. So many different art styles were all coming together at this time. You still had pop art from the 60s, you had conceptual art, collage art, and a whole bunch of ranging topography during this time. You have the likes of Milton Glaser still around, Andy Warhol of course, because pop art was still all the rage during this time. And you also had Roy Lichtenstein and Paul Harris as well. So all of those styles are all coming together. Basically, postmodernism was everything that was old that they're now trying to make new and take into new forms. So you have lots of like the 70s colors, like the blues, the browns, the yellows, and retro topography fonts. Like one of the most famous ones was called Stripes, and there was also Piccadilly. If you remember shows like the Brady Bunch, or I think it was Telecom was the main media company that really showcased like the 70s style. I have my artboard set up right here. I have a 1600 pixel by 2000 pixel artboard for a 500 piece puzzle. And we're going to make a postmodern puzzle. It's all going to be illustrated. It's going to have lots of fun colors. It's going to be ornaments and Christmas trees and all that good stuff. So let's dive in. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to start with is a full-on background color. Now I want the background color. I'm just going to create some layers here. First layer is going to be background. So I'm thinking like one of the classic color themes of this era, and I think I kind of want to make it yellow. Let's do a nice yellow. I'll just draw a square as the basis. That looks pretty 70s to me. It's probably a little too saturated, but I can pull the saturation down slightly. Add that to our swatches while we're here. We have this beautiful background to our puzzle. I'm gonna make some really fun ornaments and some Christmas trees, and I'm going to use a new tool that I showcased, I believe it was the video right before this whole series started, so I'll link that somewhere. Let's go into our next layer. Let's lock the background layer. Layer 2. Should I start with the ornaments or the Christmas trees? What do you guys think? Ornaments? Let's do ornaments. Now our ornaments are going to be different shapes and sizes because a lot of the postmodern era came off of the 60s and the psychedelic era and all of those like fluid moving topography and shapes and such like that. So I kind of want to do something very similar. Do a nice blue color. We do not need a stroke on it. Since I'm going to be making multiples of these, I'm just going to duplicate the shape across and see how it all comes through. This shape is beautiful. However, I don't want it to be precisely exact. So I'm going to hold down my touch selector and break the handles on this point here. I'm going to make some fun looking ornaments here. Now, I don't want to leave it just plain blue. I kind of do want to have like a pattern on it, if you will. With this era, they had lots of like stacking colors on top of each other, or like deep strokes, but they weren't strokes. They were like the same font or phrase stacked on top of each other in different colors. So I kind of want to do something similar to that. However, it's going to be like inside of itself. So I'm going to take the shape, duplicate it, hold down our constraint, our touch selector constraint. I'm going to put that in the center, and I think I'm going to do like an orange, I think. As you can see, I'm trying to choose colors that are opposite each other on the color wheel to give you some nice contrast. Very 70s style here. I don't want to make it too over the top 70s. I kind of want to make it to where it's also Christmassy as well, because you know we're in Christmas season. I think I'm going to make this center a nice green. There we go. There's our ornament. Look how beautiful that is. Alright, and then I'm going to take this outer shape, duplicate it, bring it back here, make sure it's all the way down at the bottom, the last one in the layer, and it is. I'm going to select both of these. This one needs to be on the stroke. There we go. Select both of these, go into our repeat icon over here on the right toolbar, and I'm going to press blend and see what that does. Would do less, more, less. Pull this slider and it gives you multiples. Kind of want to do that. That's kind of the look I'm looking for. Okay. I did not go in and duplicate this shape on top first, so I'm going to do that. And then I'll go back in, change this path to a stroke, and then blend these two. So that way I have just the stroke being blended. Now it might be a little hard for you all to see the stroke line, so I'm going to increase the stroke weight slightly to about 3, so hopefully that's easier for you all to see. See these 2 points here and here? You can actually take one and move it around, so you can have it in different areas, which I think is so cool. This one in the back here, I can even take it and widen it so it looks like one of those paper lanterns that fold open. I think that looks really quite cool, actually. We have our first ornament. These sizes here are not exactly big enough, so I'm going to increase their sizing just slightly. I kind of want to do another one on top. And then this one, I think I will choose a lighter blue, I think. Or should I do yellow? Try more goldy yellow. It's a little too big, so I'm going to decrease it in size. Just, whoa, not that much. Jeez, okay. Alright, and there's our first ornament. Look at that. That looks so cool. I like it so much. Okay, I'm going to take the ornaments. I'm going to open my layers panel, tap on the layer, and it selects everything, which is so handy. Saves you so much time. I'm going to press the grouping icon in the quick selection menu right here. It's the 2 pages encased in a square. I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to put it kind of kitty corner, do another one here, do another one over here. And now I want to do a different one with a different shape. Shall I do one that kind of looks like an icicle? I think that would be really cute. Icicle. I'm going to do white because it's icicle, you know. Just get our basic oval shape down, choose the point selection tool, and make the base wider, choose these handles, point them in. There we go. That kind of looks like an eyedropper, a water droplet. Could do a fun color with it, because I know Christmas has lots of different color themes and color schemes. I kind of want to do like a pink and purple type of thing, like maybe like yellow, pink, and purple. So I'm going to duplicate this one, go into the layer, the path that's underneath, I'm going to switch it to a stroke. Choose the one that's on top, yep. Duplicate that one, make it smaller. Now for like icicles, they're generally blue in color, but since we did the blue one already, I think I'm going to do a pink, like a nice hot pink. That would be really nice. Kind of coming off of the 60s. It's also slightly too small. I can get them all in the correct spacing. Now you can also do this by selecting each object, going to the bar graph symbol over here on the right toolbar, selecting the midline alignment tools. We took the white outline, duplicate it, bring it down here, and I'm going to make this stroke color pink. Choose this shape that I just made and the white path. Select this repeat options over here, and I'm going to blend it out. Decrease the number of them. Can I do this easier on the properties panel? Steps, there we go, 5. And there you have it. Oh, that looks so cool. Oh, this is gonna be so fun. All right, so I'm gonna take that one, duplicate it across, And then we're going to have a Christmas tree in here as well. I'm also going to decrease the size of this. So we have differentiating sizing. This is going to be a fun puzzle. Oh my goodness, can you imagine trying to do this? So the Christmas tree, we're going to go on to a new layer, layer 3. We're going to change it to Xmas tree. And this is where I'm going to do the stacking layer. Instead of doing the blend mode, I'm going to do the stacking layers of color for the Christmas tree. Choose my triangle tool, do a classic Christmas tree color, a nice green. Everything was either harsh lines or lots of curves. So I've done harsh lines, so I think I might do curves for the Christmas tree. And the way to do curves is to select these round dots inside the shape that has a blue dot in the center. You tap on that and you drag in and it creates these curved edges for you. So I'm going to do that. Duplicate the shape down, make sure they're all aligned. So choose the align tool over here. I'm going to make sure they're all aligned vertically in the center. And I'll move this stuff around. And now we need to combine all the shapes together so it stays as one shape. You can go into to combine shapes. I'm going to just combine all. I'm going to convert to new path. So now we have our Christmas tree. This tree is going to be duplicated. Bring them down and we're going to let these to go behind. So there's a stacking order icon right here in the quick selection menu. You tap on that, pull to the left, and it'll push it below as like the last item in the layer. Let's see. Opposite green is pink, but I kind of don't want to do pink. Green, white, red, and then go to pink. I think I might do that. Okay. Make sure the stacking order to the back. I'm going to do red. Duplicate it again. Pull it down, stacking order. I'm gonna do that hot pink. I think I also want to go down into an orange because I think that'd be really cool. I think I may also want to just do a purple in here as well, the same purple we did before. Let me take this pink one, duplicate it since it's already on top, move it up. We're gonna do that purple. And then I'm gonna move all of these up into place. They're a little bit too far apart. All right, and then we can move some of these ornaments around. Alright, so now that we have the basis down here, I think what we're going to do next is just have some lines going through the entire piece, just some stroke lines going around, just to kind of make the puzzle just a little bit more challenging. Take this last layer, put it above the background layer. I'm going to lock the ornaments in the Christmas tree layers in place just like I did with the background layers, just so that way we don't select anything. And then let's go to layer 4 and we're going to create lines literally everywhere. So I'm going to use the pen tool for this. I think I'm going to start with the orange color that we had for the Christmas tree. And I'm going to just create some lines with the pen tool. Let's choose that orange color. Alright, so there's one line. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to duplicate it pretty much everywhere. I'm going to change the color of it as well. So this is going to be a lot of the same things, just being reused and redone quite a bit. I'm even going to increase the size of the stroke itself. This does not look so fluid down here, so let's change that. This is going to be a very, very bright Christmas puzzle. Alright, let's do a few more lines throughout. I think I'm going to do more of this Christmassy red color. Just going to make a few more duplications here. And there we have it. This is our 1970s Christmas puzzle. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. I hope you all learned a little bit about the new tools in Illustrator, especially that blend tool. It's very, very handy. You can make such unique things like these ornaments using that. You can blend colors, you can blend shapes, like I did today. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I hope you're enjoying this series, and I will see you all for my next video. It's going to be the 1980s, so I will see you all then. See you soon, creatives.